We're breaking down another dance practice today, and this time it's to fact check by NCT 127. This is going to be my first time actually breaking down a dance practice of theirs, so I'm really excited. This dance has a lot of grooving in it, so there's not a lot of stops and there's not a lot of combos. It's more so just like we're gonna move throughout the entire piece. Think of it as like a cardio session. I'm gonna go and break that one down for y'all. And if you guys haven't followed my Twitch, ladiesman5678, I react to K-pop and break down dance practices there live. Go ahead and give this video a like. Let's go and subscribe. Anyway, let's go and roll this shit. I like how right away, they're essentially right up in our face. They start off with a lot of energy to set the tone for us. See how there's already a lot of grooving? We haven't even reached 30 seconds of the actual video yet. But there was already some good simple formation changes, but at the same time they were already doing a lot of grooves to kind of get you going. So it sets the tone for the entire dance, and it's actually really good because you want to do that at the intro, so that way you know what to expect throughout the entire thing. And one thing that I will point out is, I would say, cleanliness of the arms. I think it's going to be this section right here, and I'm going to play it super quick for you guys. I don't know if they were trying to go for more of a freestyle effect there where, oh, let's do this motion here and get to our spots. I don't know if they were trying to hit the same angles and hit the same arms in terms of like pictures. I don't know if that was clarified. If they were trying to go for more of an in-sync type of illusion, then that part was actually kind of messy. But if they were just trying to go and get to their spots in their own fashion, then it's completely fine. But I like the strength in their arms as well. And this is what I mean by the dance itself having continuous movement and not having a lot of stops. And that was a cool catch-up effect that they did there. Something very simple can go a long way, guys. So I'm gonna go over the chorus real quick. The reason why the chorus itself is just, in my opinion, very memorable is because not only the song is fun to listen to, but the way that they choreograph the actual chorus is one of those choreos that once you learn the entire section, it becomes second nature to you, because you don't really worry about the choreo that comes up next. The way that the choreo is structured was meant for you to go through the movement through the entire thing rather than stop. Because the chorus itself is very groovy, it allows you to just go through the entire thing second nature once you actually learn the entire dance. So that's why I think that part is memorable and very fun to learn. I love the addition of footwork. We got a little housing footwork right there. So this little mini section right here, I want to point out, there is a little bit of housing, and I love how they included that in their choreo. Right there. And again, just look how continuous the movement is for everybody. I personally think that effect was actually pretty underrated, in my opinion. I don't know his name yet. I think it's the guy in the red flannel where he kind of just moves from stage right to stage left. On our side, it's going to look like he went to the left side and then the right side. I think that's an underrated effect where he's essentially center and then he catches up. He's the one doing the choreo while the rest will have to wait for him to actually get to his spot. Yeah, so he's gonna move over there, and then now the other members will have to catch up too. Here's a cool slowdown effect that they added here. I also noticed with their choreo is they tend to do a lot of choreo facing away from the camera, or at least the staging. You'll see that members will be facing away from the camera. They'll either face each other, and then you'll see that the other members facing away from each other, and then they'll do the choreo. I like this switch up right here. So you'll get a whole section of the dance of just continuous movement, and then you have that one guy in the blue shirt just walk really slowly, and this gives us like a nice contrast to be like, oh, all right, there is some sort of break in this entire dance. Because you don't want to be overwhelmed with a bunch of energy all the time. Nice ripple effect there. And I will say the chorus is probably their cleanest sections. I love that footwork. Just so fun to watch. Ooh, here we go. See, more grooving. Just basically just a bunch of moving around. Another switch up here when the bridge comes. Nice diagonal formation to rotate. I like that. I like that effect that they use there while he is essentially doing a solo, the guy in the white shirt. And then while they form this diagonal formation and then slowly rotate to essentially change the staging. That's fire. Underrated in my opinion. Ooh. I'm gonna tell y'all right now that not a lot of groups do that effect right there. And I think more groups should be doing this. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think that guy in the beanie in the black on the very right is Mark Lee. I think that's him. If I'm wrong, please let me know. There's this effect that they use where he's gonna do the choreo across stage, but what he does is that he does the choreo in front of the members that are essentially frozen or paused. And what this is going to do is that he's going to go and essentially kind of like create this scrolling effect where when he dances with the choreo across stage, he essentially unfreezes them by doing the choreo in front of them, and they catch up with whatever move that they're supposed to catch up on. I think it's such an underrated effect, and not a lot of groups use it, and I feel like more groups should, because it's very creative, and you can get some really nice effects with that type of staging. Think of it as like an activation type of thing. Oh, this last part. Love how they changed it up on us. I also think this is probably one of their cleanest sections. More grooving. Oh my god. And that's what I really like about this dance, is they kept the theme of grooving throughout the entire dance. That was fire ending. So let me go back actually to just, dude, I'm gonna just go back do that entire thing, because the way that they changed up the choreo on us, rather than just doing the same chorus from the other two or the same dance, they changed it up to essentially finish off the entire song, which I think is a good contrast, because you don't want to see the same chorus again. The reason why that happens is so that we don't get bored and that we don't take our eyes off the actual dance. Clean pictures right there. What I do like about this dance is that it wasn't really focused on doing a lot of staging effects, but rather just dancing. I think that's underrated. I love that ending. Fire. That was my first time ever breaking down an NCT dance practice. In this case, NCT 127. The reason why I really wanted to break this one down is just because the song just was one of those songs that got me moving right away when I first listened to it. When I saw the TikTok challenges or when they were posting on TikTok to promote the song, I thought the dance was one of those dances that was just like, oh, forget all this choreo. Let's learn, like, yeah, there's choreo, but it's more like the choreo was structured to be learned in a way where once you learn it, you do the entire thing continuously without having to think in your head, which I think, in my opinion, is a really good type of choreo where it's like once you learn it, oh man, I do the entire thing without even overthinking the choreo. Fact checked is one of those. This was sick. I personally think that while it wasn't the cleanest dance practice, they're the cleanest dance because there were some messy arms, and I don't know if that was just intentional. It's still sick. I like how they didn't try to go for an effect heavy set. It was more so like, yo, let's groove throughout the entire dance, do some simple formation changes and some simple effects. And again, it's not all about having complicated shit all the time. If they just want to dance just to dance and give this like minimal effects, that's honestly sick too, because it shows that they can have fun, and you know that they'll be good if they were to do heavy effects anyway. If y'all love NCT and all their subunits, subscribe. And if you guys have any dance practices you guys want me to actually break down or to prioritize, let me know in the comments down below. Peace.